welcome to
the Emancipating
the
Scion.
Divines. I blocked out for a second.
Yeah, it's rare that I get in ahead of you. But it's rare that I get in ahead of you.
Yeah. Okay. I think that Gladius spends is going to turn this meal into a celebration, even if he has to do all of the drinking himself.
We never did. I mentioned that there was alcohol on the slaver's invoice, but you never divvied that up. So I'm going to say that you had carried some of it with you, but you're drinking all of it now. Okay,
that sounds good. I share with the other members of the Mages Guild, and I think that the night ends with Gladius, maybe accompanied or not by members of the Mages Guild or Tirmalin, is going to decides to I'm not tired. I want to walk in the streets and go to where the Silt Striders are, and I want to touch a Silt Strider.
Okay.
But I'm drunk and I don't know this city super well.
Well, the good news is Silt Striders are gargantuan beasts that make a lot of noise. Well, not beasts.
Yeah. Constructs? Live it.
I don't know. They're whatever a ranger companion is, I guess.
I think those are Fae.
Yeah. Okay. So you feel yourself drawn north from the plaza itself to just outside the city proper, but very much there is still town to be had here. It's just not controlled by the temple directly. This is the just outside. It's mostly stables, as there are no creatures allowed within the city proper. So there's stables for guar, as well as kennels for domesticated Nyx hounds. But the largest barn in the area is for sure has to be where the Silt Striders are kept. It's huge, and within it you hear from multiple different Silt Striders.
I just tenses up, but already tense from the beasts that are around. Tenses up upon seeing the Silt Strider is going to muster his courage and try to walk up to within touching distance of one.
Mm-hmm. So the barn isn't an entirely solid structure. It's quite tall, and the first 20 feet of it is open air. It's only when you get up to the top that there is some kind of enclosure as well as a roof. Silt Striders can't duck down, so the only way that they can get out anyways is if you can open that high level door to release them. So you're able to walk right up to the Silt Strider. It's huge leg, standing delicately like a ballerina on point, sinking deep into the clay.
Leg singular?
Well, the leg you're touching.
Okay.
All of them look like this, but when you touch it, you can feel a coarseness. It's much like touching tree bark. It feels almost dead. It doesn't feel like you're used to with most living creatures, mammals.
Did anybody come with me?
Timberland was not interested in this.
Did any of the Mages Guild people who got drunk with me come?
Roll a luck die.
Sure. 5.
No.
Excellent. Nobody whose opinion I care about sees it when Gladius says, "No, can't do it," and runs screaming from the pens. I think Gladius is going to realize I need evidence that this spell doesn't work on them.
Okay.
Once I get myself a ring of like animal friendship, I'll be able to tell what things are beast or not.
Okay. So you go back to the Mages Guild and begin to trance to work off that hangover. Okay. You fall into trance, and a few hours in, you a almost familiar sensation at this point takes over your body, in which you are being brought into a deeper rest, the kind that induces dreams.
Oh yeah, because I'm an elf. So you gotta make up some stuff for that.
Yeah. So you feel your mind brought into that deep, restful place, and find a tall figure in a golden mask speaking to you. You can tell that words are being spoken. You can hear them in your ears, but you don't understand a single word. He smiles. You can see his mouth despite the mask. He seems pleasant. He seems to be trying to, radiate calm and joy and amiability. As he reaches his hand to touch you, you feel dread, terror emanating from his hands. You try to escape, to flinch back, but are completely unable to move. The figure keeps smiling, keeps talking, but when you try to cry out, you're unable to make a sound. You felt sure he was trying to cast some sort of spell. You wake and can't remember anything else that happened in the dream.
Fucking hate those. I must be sick or something. I get hallucinations while I trance. Like that's not normal. That's not okay. Okay. Okay, I'm in the Mages Guild.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna use my Wand of Secrets.
Okay.
There's gotta be something around here.
Okay, so that shows you trapdoors, like hidden doors.
This wand has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges. And if secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you.
Okay.
The wand regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
What's the range again?
30 feet.
30 feet, okay. So it is a very small mage's guild as I have described it. So as you activate it, you feel yourself drawn towards the workspace of Tiran Gadar, who is one of the mages you have that you passed alcohol out to the night before, but had not otherwise been much interacting with your celebrations. Tiram Gadar. I can't read my own handwriting. He looks like this.
Okay.
Okay. which you have at least briefly interacted with him. He is the assistant to Archmage Trebonius. And within his desk, there is a panel that has been disguised, and your wand leads you directly to just what should be just a side of the desk.
Mm-hmm. Is there anybody around?
Not at the moment. It's still early morning.
Cool.
Most of the rest of the mages are eating breakfast in the canteen.
I open the compartment.
Okay. Inside is sheaves and sheaves of notes. It seems to be a very detailed accounting of Archmage Trebonius's day.
I close the door.
Okay.
I close the compartment.
Okay.
Okay, so the Archmage is a goofball, is what I'm gathering from the quests that he's been giving people and the quests he gave me, my conversation. But maybe he's actually super smart and he's only pretending to be a goofball. But Gladius doesn't really care either way, and is going to try to figure out where I'm traveling to next. There's two things that I gotta do in Saint-Denis. Not Saint-Denis.
You've got at least one thing in Laod, one thing in Narmak, one thing in Caldera, and one thing in Aldroon, plus returning the quest you're doing right now to Caius.
Yeah, so I was thinking we go back to Balmora, and then we hop and skip to the other one.
Okay.
I can use the services of the like guild guides to go to any of the spots on their on in their network, right?
Yes, so you can go to Balmora, Caldera, Aldroon, Vivek, and Sadrith Mora via the guild guides.
Oh, that's those are the only options?
Yeah, there's only 5 mages guilds on the island. So Balmora, Aldroon, Caldera, Vivek, and Sadrith Mora. That's their network.
Didn't you make a huge spreadsheet to calculate teleportation costs?
Most of the transportation costs that I was calculating was boat and Silt Strider.
Oh, okay, cool.
They have just a flat fee.
Okay. Cool. I don't know where all of the places that you named are. I'm gonna look at map real quick. Yeah, I think we go to the guild guide to say we are going back to Balmora.
Okay. She nods at you and says, oh god, what price did I set? That is the one thing that I still don't have written down here for some fucking reason. Yes, she says that'll be 2 gold for each of you then.
Okay. Cheap. Cool. We pay up.
Alright. So, 4 gold total.
Yep. Cool. Let's see. Yeah. We appear in the correctly, there's Ajira is there, and also the one that does enchantments that I don't like, and the isolated orc necromancer. Plus somebody else.
The guild guide, Mussolini.
Mussolini, that's right. I'm sorry, Mussolini is a very forgettable character.
Yeah. That's her.
Okay. See, now that I know that she looks like that one British actor, it's gonna be easier to remember her. Cool. I think we teleport in and head off to talk to Caius Cusades.
Okay. Ajira nods at you from her desk, but she's a little busy. She's got floating hands that she's actually controlling two at once. She's quite adept at this. But she doesn't give you more of an acknowledgement than that. As you go to leave Rhaenys Atheris, the guild steward, who you haven't had much in the way of interactions with. Atheris. Ooh, someone has actual art of her. So, Rhaenys is going to wave you over and say, you've been a member of our guild for quite some time. Have you made it as far as apprentice yet?
I'm an associate. Why does this matter so much?
Well, let's see. You've helped Ajira quite substantially. I officially grant you the rank of apprentice and have a task that I think that you could complete for us.
Okay.
There are two wizards that have been operating within the purview of the Balmora Mages Guild's officially controlled area. Their research has been unsanctioned by us, as they mostly operate with a Telvanni. They have not been given charter for the locations that they are exploring.
Charter?
Charter, yes.
What is it what does it mean to be given charter?
They are not operating within the charter. They don't have a deed. They are not performing officially condoned research by the Mages Guild.
Right, but like I do activities that aren't like for the guild all the time.
Yes, but you're not performing research in a cave in the middle of Molag Mur.
It would be a problem if I was doing research there instead of here?
Well, it's one thing within the guild itself. Are you performing unsanctioned guild research?
What counts as guild research?
Are you performing magical research without the sanction of the guild?
I don't think so.
Well, either way, I need you to journey to Sulapund and find Larar Beriloth and convince him to join the Mages Guild and operate within the context of our charter.
So I'm just gonna... you want me to recruit this person?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go and recruit this person.
Okay. Additionally...
But if they don't want to...
Well, then kill them. Either way, put an end to
Wait,
their...
Hold on. Do we kill spellcasters who... how good is the information that they're doing some research?
Well, given... How about this? If you go there and they're not doing any kind of magical research, then do whatever you'd like. But I need either evidence that they're not performing magical research, them signing up for the Mages Guild, or their death. One of the three.
Okay.
And while you're out there, you won't be too far from Punabi, where a guild member in good standing, well, a guild member has gone quite some time without paying her dues. So simply collect those from her and be on your way.
Right. I haven't paid any dues.
Oh, it's fine. You're not at a wizard level yet.
Oh, okay. Am I allowed to refuse promotions?
Well, yes, of course, but you also would then lose the benefits that come with those positions.
Okay. I'm gonna need all of that in writing. All of those instructions.
Okay. Do you actually need all of those instructions, or are you okay if I just write the names of the quest as...
I would like to get all of those instructions because I intend to use that notebook as evidence later down the line.
Okay.
This sounds very much like a racket. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk to those people for sure, but
She does mark these locations on your map.
so those researchers, they're in Punabi and
Silipund.
I see. Yeah, I see. Okay, got it. So like on the side. Okay, this map tells me less than the other map.
I know, but it's giving you approximate locations in reference to things. This is useful to me for reasons, specifically like being able to look and see how far and how long it'll take you to travel.
It makes like sort of like triangular shape, but like I can get that from like the other map.
What matters here is that it is more than a day's travel from Balmora.
Yeah, we can I can teleport there, right?
No.
Oh.
They're not a part of the network.
Okay. What's the nearest point in the network to them?
Were you not listening? They're under the purview of the Balmora Mages Guild. Us.
Oh, so... Okay. Got it. Okay. I don't understand how this is legal, but... okay. It's gonna be hard to follow all the quest lines you're giving me when everyone is dead. When I've killed all of the NPCs who give the those quest lines for being the bad guys.
Rhaenys. I love Rhaenys.
Anyways, cool. Let's go talk to Caius Cosades.
Okay. You and Tirmalin make your way across town. It's a foggy morning, so thick that you couldn't barely see your hand in front of you. But you've made this journey a number of times, so even despite fog, you're able to get there without significant delay. You make it to Caius. You hand over your various notes. Tirmalin produces the slaver's invoice, which Caius makes an approving frown and says, Impressive. You've really gone the extra mile on this one. Quite the collection of notes, and I'm happy to hear that you were rather discreet in your approach of Mira Milo. That's significant. I thank you for that.
Also, we've got this invoice for smuggler slavers.
Yes, I saw. O.D. Interesting. Well, I can think of 2 or 3 people that might be. One might expect him to be somewhat more discreet in his illicit correspondences, but perhaps this is a frame job or something similar.
Okay. How so?
Excellent work.
Okay.
Not only have you more than earned your weekly stipend, but I think you're due for a bit of a bonus, both of you, and he gives you both 100 gold.
What's my weekly?
500, but that you last received it 3 days ago. So
Yeah.
It hasn't been a week.
It was the end of the week. Today is Mogronen Day.
Mogronen Day?
Yeah,
Is that...
it's Mogron Day. It's a new week, so we get paid. He gives us like 100 is what you said?
100 gold as a bonus.
Okay, got it.
I hope that covered your expenses.
Yeah.
I'll need to work through the rest of these notes. But in the meantime, I have one more person I'd like for you to speak with.
Okay. Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I put the 100 gold back on the table and I say, I'd like to buy a piece of information with my bonus.
That's not normally how this works, but you can ask a question.
Why am I doing this?
Need to know basis.
I grab the 100 gold pieces back from the table and I say, okay, what's next?
I need you to travel to Aldroon. There is a merchant there by the name of Hasur Zainzubani. Hasur Zainzubani is a former Ashlander turned mercantilist who does frequent trade between the tribes and the great houses.
What do you mean former Ashlander? You can get like you can get your nationality revoked?
Well, he's no longer a part of a clan, my understanding at least. Perhaps former is a bit of a strong word. But regardless, he lives within the cities. He's not exactly living the old Valathi way. Either way, if you would speak with him, of particular interest are the old Nerevarine prophecies. It seems as if much of your research in Vivek is pushing us in that direction. Which tribes are best to speak with, who within them, etc., etc. We need an insider's view of this Nerevarine cult, and it looks like the best way to do that is to make ourselves friendly with some of these Ashlanders.
I'm gonna subtle cast detect thoughts. Wait, no, I tried that already.
You've done it on him, but like.
Okay, I do it again.
Okay.
I'm not digging. I'm just getting the surface thoughts.
Okay. He's thinking. Hasur. Let's see how this one can go about building up a new contact now that we've had him encounter some of existing blade sources. After that, maybe he'll be ready to know.
Cool. I would like to trick him into thinking about about it. May I roll deception to try to get him to think about why this is need to know and what like
Sure, I mean, roll deception.
Okay. Do I get advantage because it's very subtle that I'm doing it as a subtle spell?
I mean, your goal is to get him thinking about it.
Okay.
I
rolled
instead of getting him to say something. That's already a bit of an advantage. It's the lower DC functionally instead.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. What do you say?
I'm gonna say, okay, I'm starting to see why we're doing this. This is, we're gonna try to control those people through their prophecy.
Caius makes a bit of a face. Says relatively thinks to himself, the kid's got a decent amount of sense. If anything, more than the Emperor. It's certainly a less ridiculous idea than trying to set up our own Nerevarine entirely.
And I'm like, but I thought...
But out loud he says, an interesting prospect. However, even I'm not subject to all the reasons that we might be doing things.
Claudius is trying to memorize this. Can you give me the details of this quest that you just gave me, please?
Yes.
Okay. I thought that controlling those people through the prophecy was setting up would be done by setting up a new Nerevarine. So I thought it was the same idea, but so Gladius isn't sure he's understood the thoughts, which is strange when you're casting detect thoughts, and it's just going to okay, what day of the week is it, Fred?
Tyrdos.
Okay, that means that it's Tyrdos that's Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we did move from 1 week to the next.
You get paid on Satundus.
Okay, fine. think we. I think we leave out of there, and I think Gladys is a little bit like lost as far as like what to do next. So he's just gonna wander around town and in the general direction of Nelos's house, because they set up their cauldron like on the first floor of their house, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm just gonna head over there and see what's happening there.
Okay. As you approach the door, let's see, it's been a decent amount of time since we started construction on this. As you approach the door, you see a small crowd of people outside, more or less in a line. The line is moving rather slowly. As you sort of step through the door, someone says, hold up, I've been waiting 30 minutes to get in."
I'm not here for the broth. I in fact like step back. I'm gonna just observe what people do once they have like their bowl of food.
Okay. You're seeing that the line is moving rather quickly. Folks are entering, receiving food, and moving along about their day. It does seem as if those entering are at a maximum working class. In fact, the people leaving while eating the broth are making a twisted face. Like, this is not the most appetizing food, but it's better than no food. Which seems to be itself selecting for the people who actually need it.
Hearty means like flavorful, doesn't it?
Hearty is filling.
Okay. Hearty hot stew, which can provide one nourishing meal for up to 4 people per gallon. I guess it doesn't have to be good.
The only person that you see seeming to thoroughly enjoy the soup as you leave is a wood elf, who, after taking a few bites, says, "Tastes just like home." Notably, a wood elf is the one who made the cauldron.
That's... Yeah, okay, well, there's more than 120 people in this town, maybe, so we'll need more than one like cauldron of plenty.
Okay.
I think
do you walk away from Nalos's house then? Nalos isn't you know what, actually, Nalos is in. He's just gotten back from the caravan guarding he was doing. Well, he's been back for about a day. He looks rested and re-equipped, and has been thoroughly enjoying the company of his partner? Spouse? I don't know if they've been married at this point. It's still pretty new.
Yeah.
But
they do have a flaming relationship. So
yes. He looks up at you as you enter and says, "Looking for me?"
Yes. Sorry, I should have knocked instead of just walking in.
No trouble. They're just in the they're looking over the cauldron.
Got it. It's good to see the two of you. So who's doing the dishes? Is everybody kind of just bringing their own bowls?
The meals, when they're finished, we ask that the bowls be returned. It's the only price that we require. Otherwise, we ask that folks bring their own bowls. But you see about half the people in the line had their own bowl.
Okay. They do their own dishes?
Presumably. Not really my business at that point.
Well, no, but I mean, like, do they do the
those who
dishes
borrow a bowl from us, I wash before the next service. The cauldron's ready about every 6 hours.
Well,
8 hours.
I'm gonna say that's it's very generous of you. I think that like free labor, like that shouldn't necessarily be free labor.
Well,
in
free
the
is
sense of-
perhaps the incorrect thing. We do ask for donations. Those who can afford do so.
Okay.
And that contributes to both the rent of the household as well as, I figure, me doing some washing up.
I was thinking maybe there could be a more like community oriented option where like there's a like dish pit where volunteers can like go to anyways.
At our current scale, I don't feel that that's necessary, but perhaps if we have to increase in size.
Okay.
Right now, the biggest thing is making sure we have enough coinage flowing through to continue paying our rent to the Halali landlords.
I think I want to ask Marianne. Have you ever heard of a rent strike?
And I think that might be a good place to leave it for today.
Okay.
Alright, Starnowish.
No, but think about it. Marianne, who like oversees the Cauldron of Plenty, is the perfect person to talk to a bunch of people who also have rent around here.
Yeah. I mean, it is the cheap meal for the people struggling to make ends meet.
Yeah. So I think my my star is I thought that they'd bought the house and that's why he needed a lot of money.
Oh, you have to pay deposits and
Bullshit. Cool. Yeah, I think my star is like bringing a like a bit of realism to the purchase of the Cauldron of Plenty. My wish is streamlining the number of quests, if possible. This is it feels like a little bit too much for me to keep track of the details, and it's a little bit overwhelming. That's my wish.
Okay. I'm trying to find the right balance here between like sandboxy, go do what you want. There's stuff in all sorts of corners of this world, but also like there is a main story.
I'm very tempted to find which guild guide is the closest to the Ashlands and just go into the Ashlands.
I have great news. The Ashlands is most of the map, so it's all of them.
Oh.
All of the map.
So is it like anything that looks like a...
Anything gray is Ashlands.
Like, the dark gray. Okay. No.
all of that is considered Ashland, and also this space is also mostly populated by Ashlanders over here as well.
Okay. Oh, Aldrune. That's where I have a few quests leading me. That's great. I wanted to head towards Ashland. Okay, got it. Is there a reason it looks like like an angry god flamed through the whole thing on his way north or south?
I mean, there's a fucking volcano.
Yeah. But
So,
like,
yeah,
why is the volcano only shooting north and south?
Just tectonic activity has made it such that there are mountain ranges that are somewhat protecting everything in this area and that area.
Okay, that's what those are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Even then, not entirely, because like Balmora's got that bit down there.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Fort Buckmoth.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Moths are very important to imperial culture, so a lot of their forts are named after moths.
What's your star and your wish?
My star. My star's gotta be. Have you ever heard of a rent strike? I love you continuously like tying back like organizing labor. I think that that's really the heart of this campaign in a lot of ways, and I think that that's very important. By the way, you are going to level up. I am going to give you a dream sequence to justify the Hexblade stuff, but like, you're basically there.
Cool. Wish?
Wish.
Okay, so I do have another wish I wanted to put in place.
Okay.
Say
it fast.
Some parts of organizing do involve violence. For example, if there's an attempt to like evict people during a rent strike, that can turn into a combat encounter.
Which actually, I might need you to